So in today's video, we're going to take a look at what's going to happen if the Mongol Empire reunites in 2024. And the Mongol Empire was the biggest land-connected empire in the entire history of mankind. So yeah, what if the Mongol Empire reunited today? So for the first 200 years, they're going to try to stabilize their country because right now this is probably the world's most unstable country. So yeah, after 200 years of stabilization, they're now going to start invading countries as they used to do back in the day. And the first country that they want to invade is the remaining parts of Russia, but Russia sees no point in getting invaded by the Mongol Empire because they lost all of their precious lands in the Eastern European parts. So Russia just goes ahead and surrenders. And yeah, this is what the Mongol Empire looks like after the surrender of Russia. But after the surrender of Russia, some of the countries who lost their land to the Mongol Empire are gonna unite with other countries in order to survive. And yeah, now let's take a look at those unions. And now let's take a look at these unions. Let's start off from Europe, where we can see the Scandinavian alliance. Here we have the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, there's Austria-Hungary, there's Yugoslavia, and then there is this Byzantine sort of union. All of the Western Union countries have united into one single country, including UK and Ireland. In the Middle East, we can see an Arabian Union, and in the subcontinent, we can see that Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, and Nepal decided to join India. And last but not least, we have the Southeast Asian Union. And now the Mongol Empire is surrounded by all of these unions, but it's not gonna stop the Mongol Empire to expand. And yeah, now we can see that the Mongol Empire has declared war on all these countries like Yugoslavia, Austria-Hungary, and Byzantine Empire. And keep in mind that the Mongol Empire was also building their military for the past many years. But yeah, we can see that the Mongol Empire has pushed into the Bulgarian regions. Istanbul is taken. Following this, the Anatolian part surrenders. And as Sofia was the capital city of this country, the remaining parts of this country just surrenders. All parts except for Sparta, because we all know about the Spartans. In the north, we can see that the Yugoslav troops are getting absolutely devastated by the Mongol army. Belgrade is taken, and the rest of the country just surrenders. But Austria-Hungary manages to take all of these parts back until they run out of resources, like Germany did in World War II. And after some decisive military campaigns, we can see that all of these three countries got absolutely devastated, except for the Spartans, who still resist against the Mongol army. But yeah, let's take a look at a peace negotiation. In this peace treaty, we can see that all of these countries got completely annexed by the Mongol Empire. And this is just because throughout the history, the Mongol Empire used to completely annex all of the countries that they used to invade, or maybe the empires that they used to invade. And that's probably the reason why they got broken up into a million pieces. But yeah, expansion time. And wow, this is not looking good for these countries. We can see that the Mongol troops are pushing into the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. And we can see another push made by the Mongols in Finland. And all of the major cities are now taken. But the capital city is Stockholm. But unfortunately for the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, they lost their capital city. They also lost the Czech Republic. And after some decisive military campaigns, we can see that all of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth is now under the Mongol Empire. Now the Mongols are doing pretty well in Finland just because they are used to the cold weather. But most of the Mongol army comes from China, so I don't know how that works. But yeah, the Scandinavian Union also lost their capital city. The rest of the country just surrenders. And yep, they got completely annexed. But the Mongols are not going to expand to the west because they don't want to have a war with this country. They also cannot invade India. They once tried that in the past, but they failed miserably. I think it was the Delhi Sultanate against the Mongol Empire. And the Mongol Empire pushed into Delhi, but they were unable to take the country because of the hot weather of Delhi. But yeah, what they can invade is the Arabian Union. And I know that this also means that they have to cross the desert, which is once again hot. But the main reason why the Mongols are invading the Arabian Union is because they want to have their hands on the oil fields. They also declare war on Israel, who ceased to exist. But yeah, the Mongol Empire is having a very hard time in Saudi Arabia. They're trying to move along the coastline, and thus they take the two major cities of Islam, which were Mecca and Medina. But after the surrender of Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, the rest of the country just surrenders. And yeah, this kind of happened. So yeah, moving on, the next country which the Mongols want to invade is Southeast Asia. And we can see that the Mongols are pushing into Southeast Asia, and the capital city Bangkok was taken. Burma, after getting cut off, just goes ahead and surrenders. But the Mongol Empire is having a bad time in Vietnam just because of the jungleless terrain. There are a lot of jungles in Vietnam, but we can see that the Mongols are pushing down this tail. They reach Kuala Lumpur and take it, and as of now, the remaining parts of Vietnam also surrender. And we can see a naval landing in the western part of eastern Malaysia, and the country just surrenders. And in a peace treaty, we can see that all of these countries got completely annexed by the Mongol Empire. But yeah, after many many more centuries of stabilization and building their navy, we can see that the Mongol Empire has declared war on all these East Asian countries. And keep in mind that the Mongol Empire further strengthened their military. The island of Java is taken, leaving all of Indonesia into the Mongol hands, and slowly they take all of these islands. They also reach New Guinea. Papua New Guinea is also taken. Well, Taiwan doesn't exist. And we can see a naval landing by the Mongol Empire, in which they take Manila, and the rest of the country just slowly falls. Wow, Japan should push back the Mongols. Oh, when did this happen? Yeah, this is really not good. And yeah, this kind of happened. But as of now, they have one final country to invade, and that country is India. Still, India is gonna try their best to push back the Mongols, but it's not as good as you think. The capital city, New Delhi, is taken, but India refuses to surrender, and slowly but surely, we can see that all of India is now taken by the Mongols. And this was by far the best victory for the Mongols. They also annexed Sri Lanka, and I can officially say that all of Asia is now under the Mongol control. But yeah, this is also going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me what you guys want to see in the future. And I'd say thank you for watching.